Hello, everyone, and it is a Sunday night, and that means it is Adventures Anonymous with Okami. Um, we are here tonight after a wonderful session last night that kind of a long. Hi, Remy. Nice to see you. A long um combat session that we hopefully finish up next week. But that's enough of last night's affairs. We are here tonight for the Lights Gambit crew and to see if they can find the rest of the orbs and move on through this dungeon.
Get
I
the
don't.
fuck back to sunlight.
No, sunlight bad.
Shut up,
Sunlight good. Praise the sun.
I'm really curious about when Lights Gambit got here. I thought this was Invictus Sanctum.
Oh, this
but
is Invictus Sanctum. Yes.
apparently Lights Gambit showed up.
Good for them.
I mean, the multiverse exists. Only announcement I got is be sure to watch our live streams of Baldur's Gate on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch, and those will be posted to YouTube on the next following weekend so that you can stay up to date and keep track of our progression. We're still on Act 1, and it's slow going due to some technical difficulties, but we're having a good time. And you get to hear my voice and a couple of the other duo gaming players. And yeah, we're gonna keep going and
me.
Yes. I mean, you're one of the players.
Yeah, but I'm here.
All right. That's all I got. I'm gonna toss it over to Okami, and this is her show from this point.
All right. Thank you, Doomy. And yes, welcome back, everyone. It's been a minute since we've had the majority of our players back in one room, so this is gonna be exciting.
And I believe Kyrius should be joining us shortly.
Yes.
Yay!
He did mention he was going to be a little bit late, but he should still be here. So yeah, this is going to be pretty much everyone, I think, except Mineo, who is still out just due to medical issues, but should be joining us soon. Knock on wood, and good energy for swift healing. But yes, when last we had left off, our players had collected all of the orbs, the arcane orbs needed to fuel the machine, and we're preparing to put the last two into the device to see what was going to happen.
Oh, I thought that we already did that.
Oh, you guys did?
We ended on
That's right. You
a
are
surprise.
correct. That's right. You guys are correct. You had put 8 of the 9 orbs in. There's only one left to insert into the machine. We were going to pick up with that. And yes, we have our players ready to go. Everyone in the room. And as you're all standing in this room with all of these orbs collected, the magic around you is crackling. It's everything is charged. You can all feel it. You can taste it in the air, and it's kind of a cold, almost a minty flavor in the air just from the power of the magic. You can feel it in your hair, in your fingertips. Everything is just it almost feels like it's right before lightning strikes. This charge in the air. And the portal before you is glowing as it's changing and swirling, and the colors are bright and it's glowing. And you have 1 orb left to put in.
Suddenly wonders why I'm standing so close.
Because that was the most convenient place for me to put you.
Takes a step back.
So you can put the orb in.
I'm actually just gonna chuck it and hope for the best. I'm gonna, because there's
don't
there's
we-
a pull, right? There's
know,
like
like-
a strong pull for it to go into its spot.
Or mage hand it.
So it's a pull in the sense of it's not like physically pulling your body, but it's the sense of an instinct of like, oh yes, I need to go here and do this thing.
Damn it, because I can't mage hand it because it sucks in all magic. So as soon
Perhaps
as
we can
cross
have the cannon. It is not magical in nature.
the what?
The cannon. This little guy. He is purely mechanical in nature.
It's just a little guy.
He is just a little guy.
I mean, yeah. Make it so?
I'll have the dune crawler walk up to you.
This little creature cannon thing comes up to you, Rain, and it's just kind of standing there expectantly looking at you.
I'm going to like crouch down and then kind of pat its head, muzzle,
Waiting.
pat the muzzle of the cannon, and then just like awkwardly set the orb somewhere balanced on top of it.
Okay. And it just kind of scurries over to the edge of the circle. And as it gets up to the edge, you notice it kind of taps a little bit. And then it kind of scuttles over to Hellstrom. And Hellstrom, you get the set. You notice and you can see that this thing cannot pass this magical barrier.
Oh, so much for that.
Lachlan says,
So much for
"Oh,
that.
it wants to go home."
Same little guy.
Aww. Poor Hellstrom.
No.
Can I roll like a Arcana check to see why it can't pass the barrier?
Yeah, go for it. You're not quite able to tell exactly, but one of the things that you can tell is this creature is not this is such old magic. You kind of get the sense that this creature is entirely unknown to it. It's almost as if you had to guess, it's almost like the magical barrier doesn't recognize this creature as having essentially sentience or its ability to follow orders.
I mean, it is an automaton. A basic one at that. Perhaps it is its machine. Its circuits are too simplistic for the magical's understanding.
Okay, new plan. Who has some rope?
Oh, I got lots of rope.
I got an extendo hand, says Yurei.
You have a what?
My hand. He just
Go Gadget's hand.
I mean, it doubles as a grappling hook, so it could probably work.
Wow.
What I was thinking is we take some rope, we make sure that it's long enough to go across the circle twice, we rig a sling in the middle, and we use that to set the orb in the stand. Thoughts?
Sure.
Yeah,
Should work.
sounds like a good plan.
Tanzanite kind of pipes up at this point. Do you just want me to go do it? I don't
We
have
have-
magic.
We have no idea what's going to happen, so that's a no.
Wait,
Fair enough. Go ahead,
We
Lachlan.
did hear from Mr. Zypher that the only thing that will really happen if Tanzanite goes into the circle is that she'll want to go home.
But it's also a portal, or a key, or a lock, or something, and it may also teleport Tanzanite. And who knows if we'll be able to follow.
Zypher has a lot of magic, right?
Yes.
I believe that would be an understatement.
Why would he make a key that he himself couldn't unlock?
Maybe he has a way to protect himself from the magic draining suck that is the magic circle.
Or he didn't want the temptation to unlock it.
Alright, are we doing this rope thing or no?
Let's do it.
Well,
Scratch would pull out a 100-foot long piece of hemp rope and toss it over to Tamsin.
Alright, I shall work with Scratch to create a sling.
All right.
Do you want any rolls for this?
Yes, I'm debating what I'm going to have you roll.
Yuri is standing by the side in case they miss, ready to help catch it.
Go ahead and give me just a flat intelligence check to actually craft the sling.
I can do that. Do I get advantage since she's helping?
Yes.
Advantage.
Yeah,
That worked.
you have no issue crafting this. Between the two of you, Rain, you're able to get like the basis of it set up, and Scratch, you're able to help secure everything, make sure all the knots are secure so that nothing
no.
just comes apart.
No, there is knots. Knots are so. Last year, I have mimic glue.
Nice.
I forgot about the glue.
Yes, I have an actual preserved glue gland from a mimic.
An interesting epoxy.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you have part of a tongue.
Well, no, mimics release glue from all over their body.
Oh. What kind of part of the body is it then?
oh, you know.
Not to ask questions. Here, hold this.
Oh yeah, that's the one we encountered in the mine, isn't it, Captain?
Yes, actually. After we killed it, well, you never can have enough glue. It's actually been useful for some repairs on Spark and Salt here and there.
Is that what you disappeared off to?
What?
Is that what you disappeared off to do when we were in the mine?
It might have been. I can't remember.
My goodness.
All right. And then I will need, let's go with athletics to throw the thing.
Oh, I'm sure that's something you should probably do.
Oh, I figured that Scratch was going to take one end and I was going to take the other, and then we'd just walk it around.
We still need the athletics probably, though.
Yep.
My strength is 0, so... I mean, I'll help and
Well-
give you advantage.
I'll probably need it.
Captain, would you like someone taller to hold it?
No, that I'm tall enough.
Because my strength is also 0.
You got this.
So, your first attempt falls a little flat. You guys kind of manage
Wait.
to walk it over, but yes.
Wait for it, cause that's not it.
Fair enough.
I can add it to anybody's roll.
No. It's fine.
Yes. All right. So with a 13, it's a little clunky, but you guys are able to maneuver your way over it. You both kind of fumble a little bit because this is a strange contraption. This isn't anything either one of you have ever done before, but you are able, after a couple missteps, to maneuver the orb into the center brazier in the seal.
All right, little bit more. Hello. Pivot. Okay. Now gently.
And as the orb settles down into the brazier, there's a surprisingly loud thunk that doesn't make sense for an orb this size.
I didn't do it.
And with a bright, blinding purple flash, all 9 of the orbs are now nestled into the braziers. They look as if they have just been crafted by expert hands. There are delicate carvings on each of them, and you notice connecting the 8 outer ring, or the 8 outers in the ring, is a very thin white band of magic. And occasionally you'll see little arcs to each one of them in random patterns out of the center one. And all of you feel a rumbling sound. You feel the sound. And you heard me. You feel the sound. You can feel sound.
Can
You've
I
never tried to-
taste the colors?
No, but you can smell the colors. It smells like pain and toast.
Smells like purple.
Are we having strokes? I'm sorry.
No, just scratch. But you feel the vibrations and you hear the sound of stone scraping against stone as a whoosh of magic pulses through all of you. And you feel it kind of tingle, and then it goes upstairs again, where you heard the scraping of stone.
Uh-oh.
Something opened.
We should rush, right? This feels like a rushing situation.
It does.
What's the fastest way upstairs? Y'all know me, I'm bad at directions. Do not ask me to go anywhere first.
Back the way we came through the northern hall.
What?
This way.
How can you tell what's north?
This way, he says.
We're underground.
Fast travel, go!
Maybe it's because he's
Built-in
magnetic.
compass.
Are you channeling magnetic pool? Is that how you know? I'm very confused.
You rush through the halls, and there is a strange stillness in the air as you make your way back upstairs towards the door.
Are we locked in?
For the transition. It's not wanting to transition.
Back to the crowded room.
Yes. My roll 20 is being very slow, so.
Hate that for you.
I know, it's just the worst.
What the worst? Are we decking the halls with boughs of holly?
Is it Sanguinala already?
La la la.
Not yet. But yes, as you all make your way upstairs, there is a strange stillness in the air, and there's a strange silence. All of the doors are still open, but you can all feel something in the rooms ahead are different. There's something strange, almost as if something is waiting for you.
Can we feel the direction?
It's back towards where you guys had seen where you guys had first met the kobolds. It's back that way.
I'm gonna take my sword out. Put my shield up.
Not a bad.
Go ahead.
Not a bad idea.
Our order going through these halls is going to be very important, y'all. We should decide that before we just run.
Of course. You got the shield.
I know, but somebody's going to have to be directing me.
I'll go behind you.
All right. Shield up. Everybody scratches after me. Who's next?
Set your marching order.
Halstrom offers to go to. Wait, I will guard the rear. For faith.
So, sorry, go ahead.
Said if anything ambushes you from the front, I can simply shoot it and smack whatever ambushes us from behind.
Don't everybody speak up at once.
I think Salt should go next because
Well,
he
yeah.
and he work as a good team.
I'm with Salt. Salt's gonna be with me, walking in my space. Because I'm small and I can do that.
I can go next then.
I would assume if we had a ranger, they'd probably opt to go next.
Probably.
He's just a little late, guys.
Rangers next.
I will stand beside Kyrius. Him and I seem to work well together.
Some of these passages are not 2 people large.
Yeah, we can't really file until you get further in.
There you go.
I was just making sure that everyone was verbally saying where they were going.
Is
Nice.
that everyone in the marching order?
Yeah, you should probably put this down on pen and paper because we're not going to be able to keep this formation through all these tunnels. I can just see it now.
Just move. Should we just jump to the hallway?
I mean, if you guys want to jump to the chamber, go for it.
We will carefully moving at a slow pace, being watchful and alert, make our way to the chamber.
There is nothing in the chambers ahead of. There's nothing in the halls ahead.
What chamber are we trying to get to? Where am I going?
The one we couldn't get into before. No, up.
So,
I don't think I'm going up.
as you guys enter this chamber, you feel a presence in the room that you hadn't felt before.
Lovely. What does this presence feel like?
I found something.
It feels neither good nor evil. It feels almost as if it's a protector. And who all is making their way down to go investigate?
Keep
I
in
mean,
the
I can
same
see it.
order.
I can see a leg.
All right. Yes, as you make your way down, Augie, you were the first to see it. And standing before you, where the suit of armor had been, it appears that this suit of armor has now come to life. And is standing there, holding its sword, ready and waiting. And it has said nothing, and it appears to just be watching you.
Good day, warrior, sir, ma'am, mix. Hello. Do you speak common? I'm not good. I mean, I can speak other languages, but I probably can't speak your language. Oh no. Oh no, I dropped things. Help.
Are you trying to seduce it?
What? No, I'm just, trying to take a diplomatic approach.
Augie, would you like the translator book?
So far, it hasn't said anything good or bad, or I don't speak your language.
This creature is just watching you, Augie, and it has you fixed in a red gaze. And it's standing there with its sword. Its sword is drawn, but it's held at its side. It's not in an aggressive posture. It's just watching you.
Oh, Mini Zypher. Come out wherever you are.
Yeah, Mini Zephyr, sir, is this like, if I move past them, are they gonna kill me?
As you summon Mini Zypher, and he just appears like normal above Rain's head, he kind of floats over to Augie and just kind of like looks over at the creature and just, oh, I forgot about that.
That's
What is
convenient.
it?
Oh, this is a helmed horror. You can probably take it. Most likely.
You want us to annihilate it?
I mean, you won't be able to actually kill it. It'll reassemble itself in a few days, but you solved the puzzle. It shouldn't attack you. I'm mostly certain.
The use of the words mostly, probably, are really bothering me.
Shouldn't.
Oh my god, there's a ranger in the party.
There is lots of uncertainty in the air.
Mr. Scratch, as Do you think that we can move around it without being attacked, or is this a like we take care of it and then move on situation?
Scratch is kind of looking at the thing, like even taking notes a little bit.
Mr. Scratch.
I'd really like to get a piece. I mean, to get past this thing with prejudice.
What? What does that mean, Mr. Scratch? It is not the time for larger words, Mr. Scratch. It is the time to say Augie smash or Augie pass.
He said with prejudice. That means he doesn't want to use the same bathroom that it uses.
That's rude.
You want me to destroy it with
This
racism?
is a one water fountain town.
No, we should break it to pieces.
Oh, okay, thank you. Fine. I run forward and I swing my sword.
Wait,
That's
before
all you needed to say. What? There's no waiting. It's already happened.
as you start to run forward, I'm just gonna, before we enter combat, I'm gonna do this.
Oh, big hoggy.
Enjoy.
Okay. Go ahead and give me initiatives.
Pick on someone your own size.
Oh, I look fantastic. I rolled terribly, however.
Roll 20 is going slow, sorry.
I hope that. Oh.
All right.
Amigo Stone is Hellstrom. Let us roll for you.
It's not working the way it's supposed to. I have to actually open the freaking character sheet. Okay. This calls for a music change. Did we get everybody? I think Augie should get a surprise round.
I vote yes.
Since when has this been a democracy?
Since right now.
We voted.
Last I checked, I wasn't there.
It's majority rules.
I mean, I feel like as DM, my ability of Power Word Rockfall. But you know what? I can give Augie a surprise round. This thing wasn't expecting outright combat, so I'll go ahead. Yeah, Augie, I'll go ahead and take your surprise round.
I would be surprised too if Augie grew twice their size and started swinging the sword at me.
Especially because this thing wasn't expecting combat.
Okay. I dive forward and I swing my sunblade. Does a 28 hit?
That does hit.
As she got bigger, the weapon's damage also
I add added my
Hey.
large reduce.
Oh. Okay.
It's a D4.
Oh, no. The weapon itself gets better stats because its size has changed.
Oh, that's why it was weirdly done. I've never had that. I've always just rules as written. It's a D4 additional.
Well,
But
if it
who
well,
am I to say no to more damage?
if Molly wants it, it's in the Dungeons Master's Guide. A large weapon gets 2 times the base weapon damage, and huge gets 3 times, gargantuan 4 times.
Yeah, that's what I'd heard too. So that's how I've been running it.
Plus, you got the extra 4 fire damage.
So yeah, you'd get double the base weapon die.
I'll just roll an additional D10.
Yep.
10.
Excellent.
And for my next hit, I will try to do it again.
Very good.
Ooh. 21. Does it hit?
That does in fact hit. Oh, wait, hang on. Hold, please. Let me double check. Got this thing pulled up, but it is not wanting to cooperate.
I'm
Do me-
holding.
Why would Roll20 want to cooperate with me?
That would be asinine.
Doomy,
Yes.
did you say something about music? Because I don't hear any.
I was about to say.
The music is on the stream. You guys can put whatever music you want in here. I have it muted in here for myself, so like you guys can call the bot and play something in here. It won't mess with anything with me.
Like the chicken dance.
If you want to.
Popular fighting game music is.
Cotton Eye
I'm-
Joe.
And yes, Augie, you do hit.
Perfect. I'm also gonna round about the other side of this fine friend, so others can get in on the action. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
Ooh,
All right.
and then with the last one with hitting, can I throw a smite on there? Just cause, just sprinkle a little smite.
Just get that little, just a little zhuzh on there.
Yeah.
Can you do a smite on that? Let me double check.
It is a melee hit.
I can add a smite to any hit. That's a melee hit.
Paladins.
And I can do it after the fact.
Yep.
Go for it. Sprinkle. Get that do a little smite bay in there.
Oh my god, I love Smite Bay. Let's see, level 3. We'll do level 3.
Oh, I'll be saving them bigger ones.
Look, it has been a million years since Augie has gotten to do any fighting. Just let it happen.
Okay.
All right, Augie. Yes, so you hit this thing twice. It is still standing. It is glaring at you.
Fucking rude is what
for
it is.
as much as armor can glare, it is glaring at you, and you can see that you have done mass amounts of damage to this thing, but it is still standing.
Someone's gonna swap in here. Steal my kill. That's
Yep.
okay, I guess.
Masaru.
Yurei is going to use his bonus action to dash. He's going to, since Augie is there,
Let me just him up my finger. Because he's kind of halfway in between two squares.
Here comes the kill steal.
I know, motherfucker.
That was supposed to be wrong character selected.
Halstrom, what are you doing from way back there?
Would you like me to re-roll since it was the wrong character selected?
Yes.
Oh, that made so much of a difference.
You want to go ahead and flourish your kill?
My kill. My kill.
Yuri is gonna basically run around the corner, basically jumping onto this thing, basically onto its shoulder, stabbing it in the neck, and doing a final kick towards Augie. Finish it!
When he kicks, I just hold out my sword so he just falls back. Go.
Excellent. So yes, Yurei, you kick this thing backwards into Agi's sword, and the blade comes bursting out of its chest. And it just kind of looks between the two of you, and you both hear a voice in your head. This is the first words this thing has spoken to you, and it's only to you two, and it goes, "The dragon is awake." Before the red glow around it fades, and it crumbles into a pile of armor on the floor.
If we take the armor, will it reassemble wherever we take the armor? That'd be pretty cool.
Scratch is
Are you
already
asking-
coming forward and taking a piece.
No, you gotta take the whole thing.
I can't
Don't
carry
do
the
him
whole
dirty like
thing.
that. What's his weapon look like?
His weapon is a dark black metal longsword with red magic glowing through it. And as you watch, the magic, the red glow just kind of fades out until you have this kind of classically evil looking black metal sword sitting on the floor.
If I take this, do you think Zypher's gonna be real mad?
As long as you don't kill innocent people with it.
Shut the fuck up. I was about to ask if it looks like Black Razor's cousin.
It does in fact look like Black Razor's cousin. Oh,
Perfect.
this is
Snatch that bitch up.
this is Black Razor's cousin, Black Trimmer.
Keep in mind
I
that
do
thing's
like
gonna
the
weigh.
good trim.
Thing's gonna weigh 8 times as much as a regular longsword
Why?
because it's large.
It is
I'm
a large
I'm
weapon.
strong.
Wouldn't it weigh twice as much?
No, it's 8. Volume.
The math.
yeah.
Don't math. Mm-mm.
It is a large weapon. It is very heavy. Augie, if you do want to take it, I will need a strength check.
Isn't it basically a great sword or an ultra great sword at this point?
It's pretty much what happens when two Zweihanders
Am I
love
still
each
big
other very
Augie? How
much.
long does that last?
So it's like Kyuzo's sword.
Mr. Scratch.
Huh? What?
How long does enlarge?
It only
Up
lasts
to
for a minute.
Damn it.
It's
You said
very,
strength check?
it's very hard to hold concentration for longer than that.
Of course it is. Oh no.
I'd
Augie, as you
I'd-
go to pick up this sword, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'd flash of genius, but I don't think it would help.
No.
Yeah, Augie, as you go to pick up this sword, a pain arcs through your shoulder, or through your arm up into your shoulder, as you realize that this sword it's evil, and it will not be wielded by someone of good and pure intention.
The sword does not like me, and I can feel it in my bones, so I'm just going back away.
An evil weapon, you say? Perhaps we can purify it.
I don't know if it's that kind of, you know, it's the kind of thing that I felt in my soul that we shouldn't even carry around.
Perhaps it is best to leave it in here. Soul corruption is no joke.
Agreed.
Well, that would explain why no one was hearing me. I have been muted for 15 minutes or more.
Oh no.
Yep,
Oh,
that
were
would
you
explain
talking?
it.
That is awful.
I was kind of wondering.
Yeah. Yeah.
I came in late, so I just assumed that there had been some discussion about your mic or something.
R.A.I.P., as they say.
Brutus is giving a look like a guilty dog who's intending to steal something.
I am peering carefully with my goggles at this sword as I cast Identify.
Okay. So you learn about this spell, or this spell. It's the only word I read in that entire thing was the word spell. It's the only one that's stuck. So you are able to identify with this thing that the only magic on it is essentially dancing lights to make it glow. You do, however, recognize that this thing is filled. It's essentially a cursed weapon that is filled with a soul corruption. This has been a weapon used to slaughter innocents. This is a weapon that has been used in wars and has been fed blood. There is no specific spells attached to it, and it doesn't seem to take any attunement or anything like that, but it is an evil weapon.
Interesting. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that there. Augie, I'm sorry, but if you were to pick up this sword and use it for too long, all your fur would fall out.
Shut up, I'd be naked.
Yeah, it'd be bad.
Look, I had a cousin once, and they walked through the brambles down in the holler, and they got this parasite thing attached to them, and it started eating through all their fur, and they looked like, well, one of those fucking mole rats, and it was terrifying.
Yep, we're just gonna leave that here. As Scratch
Lachlan's
goes...
going to.
Go ahead, Lachlan. Sorry.
Lachlan's going
inside
to
check.
give a devilish smile and then cast an illusion of Augie without hair.
Mr. Scratch is a big old fat liar. Don't you show the world me without hair. That feels very invasive.
You're wearing clothes.
But I'm bald.
Am I able to pick up, like, a relatively flat piece of this armor that's fallen to pieces?
Give me an investigation.
Oh, I'm good at those.
You find a piece of the armor that appears to have it when Augie's sword came bursting out of this thing's chest. You managed to find a piece of metal about the size around of a hockey puck that has been chipped off of this thing, and it seems to have fallen pretty close to where you're standing, and it seems completely detached from all of the other armor, which everything else is still in one piece. And this piece of metal just kind of seems to be sitting there entirely unnoticed by anyone else.
I'm just gonna pick that up and slip it into the bag of holding.
You pick it up, and it's warm to the touch, but it's not hot. It feels like this has been sitting in the sun for a little while, but it doesn't have the same feeling of evil that the sword has. This armor, it feels like a warm piece of metal broken off of something else.
Okay. Hockey puck size of dark or helmed dark horror armor. Okay. Well, good job, both of you.
Where we go now?
He said, did he say anything? I was over there.
Who said, "The dragon's awake," or something like that?
Weird. That's not the kind of voice I expected that thing to have. But if you say so.
It was kind of more ominous, and I believe Augie is just mocking it.
Nope, that's exactly what it sounded like, I swear.
I also heard the voice, Augie. And you're
You got
totally right.
Nothing in your ears?
You're
you.
totally right.
That's what I thought.
Well, if there
You're just trying to
is-
get back on my good graces because we've been Cold War fighting.
If there is a awakened
Mayhaps.
dragon... Sorry, continue.
I just said mayhaps.
If there is an awakened dragon, we should go say hello.
Scratch.
Ha!
You
Before we dragon, they might not be our friend. This might not, don't have this be like, what if you're like, oh, I'm Father Curlback, and they're like, I know Curlback, and he's a pussy. And then you go all nuts and bolts.
I highly doubt there's going to be a metallic dragon down here.
Doesn't mean he couldn't know them. I'm gonna say,
Regardless.
you're very attached to dragons. Don't let it cloud your judgment.
Very hard for that to happen down here.
Clouds?
Uh-huh.
Somebody could cast fog cloud, Mr. Scratch.
it is with this you hear a slight mutter from across the room, and there's suddenly a cloud that appears over Scratch and then dumps water.
That's fine.
The water doesn't seem to feel like anything, but there's like the feeling of raindrops, but no wetness.
It's just raining on your parade today, Mr. Scratch.
Scratch starts walking towards the door.
Which door?
No.
There's many doors.
No word. The door that was previously locked when we came through here. They
A little door up to the north here.
Uh-huh. Always treat a captain like this. It's like a mutiny every day.
Captain, if we didn't respect you, we wouldn't play pranks on you.
I just want to have him walk up and kick the door open.
Hurts his toes.
No, you're able to. So Scratch, as you come over and kick the door open, Halstrom opens it at the same time, so you don't actually wind up hurting yourself when you kick the door.
Just kind of gives Halstrom a glare from over his shoulder.
Sorry, I did not see you there.
Ah.
Is that a short joke?
Yep, that's what that
I do
is.
not know disembodied voice, is it?
I'm gonna go with yes. Give me a second. None of the tokens I'd put on the other map saved onto the map, so.
Wonderful.
We've established that Roll20 hates me with a burning passion.
Oh my, what an ominous looking carved skull. With eyebrows.
The ladies' room is to the right, the men's room is to the left.
And 2 buck teeth. Is it a rat?
Jimmy
It's a
Turner.
rat. Sorry, that was funny.
Timothy Turnbuckle. But yes, would you guys like to attempt to open the big spooky skeleton door?
Yes.
You're
Do
currently
it.
just standing in front of it, just kind of like making googly eyes at it.
We have
Examining
stepped
the
into the-
architecture.
The bone zone.
We're
Well-
making googly eyes back at it. Thank you.
Something tells me we are about to go on Mr. Bones' wild ride, and there is no
We
stop.
have to make the eyes because it doesn't have any.
Wait, am I the only one hearing the double entendre with Bone Zone and Mr. Bones Wild Ride?
No.
What? Hmm?
No.
You're the only one acknowledging it.
Lachlan, upon seeing the skull, is gonna cast illusion to make it have eyes that kind of roll around in the skulls.
I may be wrong, but I think that spell can only affect a 5-foot cube.
On the
One
the
eye.
spell doesn't take anyway. It just seems to kind of fizzle out.
Can I roll a tech check to see
You
if there's
can't
any
cast magic
mechanism?
on the door.
I'm sorry, what was that, Halstrom?
Can I roll a like some sort of tool check to see if there's any mechanism on the door?
Go for it.
Cool. Which tool? Any?
Whatever one you want to use.
I mean, yeah. What specifically are you trying to do?
To see if there's any possible buttons or levers or something to help the door either swing open or raise up.
Yeah, that would just be like, yeah, your mechanics tools.
Mr. Houston, did you try knocking first?
Why would you knock on a gate? It is not a house door. You do not knock on a gate. That is not how it works.
You can knock anywhere you want to knock. My God.
After I investigate this thing, you are welcome to knock on it.
Yes, Halstrom, you investigate and you see that the skull, it just kind of seems like it should just raise up, as if there should be some kind of mechanism to lift the door into an appropriately sized slot in the top of the room, but you don't see any button or lever or handle or anything like that to actually make the door lift.
Intriguing. Augie, would you like to knock?
Yeah, I knock.
Augie, as you knock, your fist, you hear the dull bang at your fist, and nothing seems to happen, but the eyes seem to start glowing a little bit with this same rainbowy magic that you all had seen in the chamber with the orbs.
Does it eat magic? Like you have to fill it, imbue it with magic to get it to open?
I don't know.
Anybody? I'm asking the party, and it's just fucking silent.
Rain, blast it.
I step back.
Do you really want me to do that in this small space?
Right in the eye.
Not like a fireball or anything.
I do have a plasma cutter.
Rain, how about you take left and I take right? 2 firebolts, we see if that works.
Actually, I can just. The word suddenly escaped my brain. I can just Eldritch blast it, and then I can get a ray in each eye.
Fair enough.
Goes to stand behind Augie.
Why can't you stand behind Salt?
You're a bigger
But
target.
also, so I'm your sacrificial lamb. After all the things I do for you, Mr. And you sacrifice me. That really hurts my feelings.
I thought it was showing you how trustworthy I find you.
You'll find me trustworthy when I get hit and I fall back on you.
I just remembered that I needed to roll for each ray, blast, whatever. So there's 2 rolls.
Perfect.
Ooh, what
yes.
does Lachlan learn?
I'm confused about where Lachlan is using detect magic. Are you like what are you trying to learn here?
Well, I want to see the magical influences going on as these Eldritch Blasts are happening.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah. So as Rain lets out the Eldritch Blast into the eyes of the door, you see that there appears to be some kind of a balancing or a balance needed for the door. It's very similar to the balance needed behind the portal, but it's much cruder. It's much more throw magic at it, see what happens. And then as Rain's Eldritch Blasts latch into the skull, the eyes glow even brighter with more of the rainbow swirling, with just a little bit more red than it had before.
Oh, I need
Yeah,
a bunch
that
of
seems-
different kinds.
I relay this and I say, that seems to be working. Just anyone who has magic, just keep blasting the eyes. Let's see what happens.
I know a basic firebolt.
Fireball! Fireball.
I don't have cantrip.
I'm just
Right eye,
gonna
by the way.
reach out and touch the tooth with shocking grasp.
Okay. You reach out and touch it as Lachlan shoots out a firebolt and scratch it. You feel the shock go into.
Hitting the wrong character.
You feel the shock go into the tooth, and it kind of crackles and sizzles up into the eyes. And you see the rainbow is a little more red, orange, and yellow now. The firebolts unleashed by Lachlan, and I'm assuming that was supposed to be Yurei.
Yes.
They're both absorbed in, but nothing seems to happen.
Okay,
Augi's
it's
gonna walk up and drop 5 lay on hands in a different area. Like it's gonna cup the cheek.
Adorable.
I'm gonna throw in a Toll the Dead for some necrotic.
Very good. As
Go ahead.
as the spells go off, Augie, you touch this thing and it's warm against your hand. Almost as if you're touching like one of your crewmates. It's warm like it's a person, but not alive. And you feel the lay on hands absorbed in, and you kind of watch it crackle up, and where you had touched it, the skull is, before it had been, kind of your cracked, broken, beaten down, nasty looking thing, it's cleaner. than it was before. And Rain, you shoot out a Toll the Dead. And let's see, Lachlan, what did you do? You did Druidcraft. What are you doing for your Druidcraft?
I'm going to take a small seed from my pouch and throw it, and then cause it to sprout as it hits the eye.
Okay, and then I'm assuming the Ray of Frost is actually from Hailstrom this time.
Yes. He pulls out his arcane or eldritch. Was it the arcane rifle?
I don't know.
Yeah, arcane firearm.
Cool. So as the four of you are shooting off this magic and everything absorbs in, Lachlan, it kind of, you see it start to sprout in the eye before it quickly grows and grows and then blooms and dies. And Hailstrom, your ice is absorbed and the eyes are swirling as you all feel the ground beneath you shake and rumble as this door slowly slides open.
Brutus looks a little disappointed as the door slides open before he could hit it with the sword.
If the magic wasn't going to work, I was going to suggest explosives.
If the magic didn't work, I was going to grow a tree through it.
So, serious talk here. If there is a dragon in there, and if by some strange chance we end up fighting this thing, we should have a game plan. Like, who's gonna take the front, and, I mean, I can boost somebody's survivability a little bit, but we should kind of talk about who.
My main plan is usually just throw a smoke bomb and get out of dodge.
My magic is not doing too great. A bunch of my higher level spells are tapped. I can do one, but it'll have to be a well chosen one.
If you're going to be boosting anyone's survivability, it should be Augie's, because they're most likely going to be fighting in the front.
I do like to be up front.
Within theory, Augie, I could turn you into a giant beast if you would like.
That would double my hit points.
That might not be a good idea if we have another giant ape scenario.
Okay, listen. The problem there was I forgot. If I'm the one concentrating, I need to remember how to drop the spell.
Also, if I'm polymorphed... Right, let's think of something that has intelligence.
Scratch reaches into his pocket and holds up a small platinum ring to Augie.
Mr. Scratch, I didn't know you felt this way, but I will have to let you down gently.
We've done
Just
this
not
before.
along for
We
me.
don't need to do it again. Just take the ring and put it on.
Haven't we done this bit before?
It makes me happier every single time.
Whatever makes you happy, I suppose.
Oh, I'll wait to cast the spell whenever it's needed, because once I activate it, I'll take any damage that you take.
Okay.
I'll say near you, Scratch. If you need any healing, just shout.
If we get to that point, it probably won't take long. Although, I do have more health than Augie.
And you have more health than I have.
Really?
I do.
Look, you have to roll for health, and we all know that Roll20 does not support me making big rolls.
Very true.
Sierra!
What am I supposed to do? Cheat and add more health? That's not how this world works.
Pray to Orange Jesus.
Any other buffs that anyone has? Dragons
I
are
have
no
one
joke.
that is more of a concentration, but I can
Alright.
activate it during battle.
Yeah, if
I'm going
we're
to grant guidance. Wait, that's concentration. I'm not going to grant guidance yet.
when we run in, I will cast Bless on Rain, Mr. Scratch, and Mr. Lachlan as we're running in, so you can get the most. Or if we run in and talk, like as combat happens, like starts, I will cast Bless so we get the most out of that.
Makes sense. All right. Anyone have any?
Just
Thing to
reminding
say?
myself that I have this.
Okay. Yep.
Let's do
That'll
this.
be a good one. Okay. After you.
First mate,
walk.
Augie.
Yes, Mr. Lachlan.
A salute.
For those who are about to die.
Are we ready, kids?
Aye, aye,
Aye, aye,
Captain.
Captain.
I can hear you.
aye, aye,
You don't want me to
Captain.
shout louder than this.
All right.
Follows.
Is this where the TPK happens?
I mean,
Maybe a PK, but not a TBK.
Onward.
Can we-
Survival
this is a good
enthusiasts.
spot. Can we take a 10?
Want to take a quick break right before your next map?
Yeah.
Works for
Yep.
me. That sounds like a good plan. All right, heroes, and the rest of you lot.
Accurate.
You enter the doorway, and it lets out a whoosh of stagnant smelling air, as if this area hasn't been touched or opened in a very long time. The stone cavernway before you is quiet. It's dank. It's frankly depressing. And it is, of all of the things that you've seen, this is the area that's probably in the worst condition of Zypher's whole domain. There are puddles of stagnant water dripping down from the ceiling. There's mildew patches. There's moss on some of the walls. And as you come to the end of the hallway, it's as if something has completely flipped and you are standing in a gilded treasury. Before you is piles, mounds, heaps of gold, racks of enchanted weapons and armor. There are statues everywhere, and it is all in pristine condition. The air is cool and crisp, as if you're standing on the surface on a bright sunny day. There's very little light in this area, only a light glow from two of the statues. Otherwise, everything that you would see is near darkness. Augie, roll me perception, please.
Mm-hmm.
Augie, across the way, just barely visible to you and only you, there's the purple and black glow of a portal.
Oi. Um. Is there any movement of like life?
There does not appear to be any movement.
I lean over to Mr. Scratch and I say, over there, a portal. Does it look like rift magic?
Yes.
And it's not like a teleport back home portal. It's like a rift portal.
Seems like we found the right place then, huh?
One would think.
Do I see all of this gold?
Anyone who has dark vision can see it. Those who don't can't see shit.
I just kind of slowly walk toward the edge of what I'm assuming is a drop off.
It's about a 2-foot drop. Excuse me. I'm sorry. About a 10-foot drop.
I mean, 2 foot was still pretty far. Do you see all of that?
Did we find your birthday present, Captain?
I mean, you'll buy a lot of cobalt cakes.
Augie, Captain Scratch, can I cast light so I can see stuff?
Oh, no. Bad idea.
Copy that.
Can I do an investigation based upon smell? Or
Go
a
for
perception based on smell?
Sure.
I will cast Dark Vision on Lachlan also.
Excellent. Yurei, what's your passive?
26.
You hear very soft breathing coming from across the room.
We're not alone in here, Captain.
Does it smell like dragon?
You are able to catch, mostly you can smell gold and like the metallic tang. You can smell oil from the weapons and the armor. And very faintly on this soft breeze, you do in
Jesus.
fact smell dragon. You smell a sulfurous smell that's also a little bit bitter.
For my knowledge, DM, does the soft breeze keep changing directions?
Roll me nature.
I would crumple up a small leaf and I'd kind of let it fall in the air and watch it. Fucking hell.
Can I make a perception check with my 120 feet of dark vision?
Go for it. And for the nature check, the breeze is so soft. You're only catching just like the very last tails of it as it's brushing against you. You're not really able to discern any direction from it. And Rain, you don't see anything. You see gold.
Okay.
I suggest we stay very quiet. And someone who can see, could you please hold my hand?
If it's all the same, Captain, I'm stepping out of Salt's light.
On you, Lachlan?
I did.
Isn't that only being able to? Isn't that one that you can only concentrate on a single person at a time, or is it?
I don't think so.
Let's see.
It is not
It's not
concentration.
concentration.
Excellent. Thank you, Kyrius.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna dampen Salt's light. Turn the dimmer on.
I hate to really disturb everyone's shot at stealth, but if there's a dragon here, I think they already know we're here.
Most dragons have true sight, so even if we were invisible, we wouldn't be able to hide from such a thing.
Yeah.
I think we should try the diplomatic approach first.
I think maybe some of us go one way, some of us go the other, while Mr. Scratch makes for the fancy talking.
Um,
I could use some guidance.
DM, do I see any magical auras?
Hopefully, I have food in my mouth. You must have been a waiter in a past life. As soon as I took a bite, you had a question for me.
I was a waiter in this life.
Like I said. Yes, you see magic everywhere. The walls are like you can see this for the auras of magic. There is magic everywhere, and it's all kinds of different spells, combinations of spells, everything.
Would you like me to stay with you, Mr. Scratch, in case you need some help?
No, it's best to stick to the plan. But
What
somebody,
is the plan?
half of you go left, half of you go right, and I guess I go up the middle.
I call right.
But whoever was gonna like be all guidey and such, I would love that.
I cast bless before we all move, so that was Lachlan, Rain, and Scratch.
And now that I don't need now that I've seen the amount of magic in this room, I'm going to cast guidance on you, and this will give you just that extra little boost.
Just in case.
Yuri is gonna kind of hug the wall and try to be as low profile as possible.
People want to give me some stealth rolls?
Oh, I'm not stealthing.
Oh, are we being stealthy? I thought we decided it knew we were here already.
Yeah, I didn't think we were gonna bother with stealth.
I'm gonna try.
I mean, I'm not.
Should shit hit the fan.
Oh, I'd stay behind the pillars at least.
Yeah, Yurei, you have no problem sneaking.
I'm just gonna like walk forward, like casually sniffing, trying to follow my nose.
Did you land in one of the gold piles?
Well, yeah, then I would have to.
I'm just making sure. So as you land in the coins and they start rustling under your feet, you hear a low growling sound.
Okay, I have guidance, I have bless, and I'm just gonna do this on myself.
Excellent.
Whoever is in charge of the stream, can you move us up so that we can see?
Yep, I'm getting that.
Guys, I'm so nervous right now. Like RJ is speaking, I'm so nervous.
Why in the world would you need to be nervous, RJ? There's nothing. You can tell. All you can see in this room is piles of gold. There's no reason to be nervous.
And these rows upon rows of chests next to me. I think those are chests.
All right.
Weapon racks and armor racks and suits of armor. Why in the world would any of you ever feel the need to be nervous?
Scratch is
'Cause we were
gonna.
told there's a dragon in here.
Scratch is gonna take off his hat and put on his black dragon mask. Just for added effect. As he walks forward. And yeah, we're gonna stand right here for a moment. And just listen after hearing the growl. Is there any change?
Give me a perception roll.
Ugh. 4.
Yude, you would have heard the growl as well. Scratch, you hear a low breathing coming from this gold pile ahead of you. You had heard the growl only once, and this breathing seems to be deep and even. Yude, you hear this too. Mr. 26 perception.
Oh, great and powerful worm.
Worm.
With a Y.
We come, well, I come to... I should have thought this through better. I come to give praise and gaze upon your majestic and terrorizing visage.
As you all hear Scratch call this out, you hear the sounds of coins shifting and the sounds of scales scraping as a message or a massive head pops out of this gold, and you see before you a giant black dragon. And its head pokes out and it's looking at you, Scratch. You have come to pay respects to me.
It doesn't look familiar, does it?
Roll history.
Oh, no.
This dragon kind of looks like it fits the description of Vermithrax, the Almighty, a red scourge. But this dragon isn't red. This dragon is black.
Uh-huh. Yes, we come to give praise and honor to your wonderful, terrible majesty. For we have opened the door of your supposed prison.
You are different than the last round of kobolds come before me. You say you opened the door.
Uh-huh.
Tell me, little one. How did a little wormling like you manage to free me from my prison when a group of your brothers could not?
Well, honestly, they're not really my brothers. They're, let's just say I was a bit smarter than they were.
you come to offer me pretty words, little kobold? Or have you come to offer proper tribute?
That is something. That's a good question. I will. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Scratch will reach into the bag of holding and pull out, and I quote the DM here, a rupee-sized diamond of exquisite cut,
Excellent.
which is probably about as big as Scratch's head.
Yeah. About that big.
And just kind of hold it up.
The dragon stands a little taller. It's entirely focused on you, Scratch, but now it's focused on the gem in your hands. And it picks its head up and it brings its head over. So you remember how big the silver dragon was way back when?
Mm-hmm.
This dragon is larger than that dragon. It looks like it could eat you in one bite. And without much effort. And it brings its head over and it kind of sniffs at the gem, and you feel the massive air currents. And it smiles at you. It's still like very close to you with a wide, toothy grin. And it says, "Your first offering is accepted. You may place it on a pile."
Just kind of slowly walk over, click, clack of claws, and set it down right here before walking back.
Excellent.
Oh great and terrible calamity, which you are, I come asking a boon.
And what would you offer me as a sacrifice to earn this boon?
Sadly, one of my stature and insignificance would have nothing as grand to please such a great and powerful being, but my spreading of terrible, your terrible, history and tales would increase the awe and wonder of your name.
It laughs at you. A deep rumbling chuckle. Oh, little kobold. I need no songs of my greatness sung. However, you do have something you could offer me as a sacrifice to prove your devotion to one as great as I.
What would that be? And what might that be?
Why, one of your companions, of course.
Scratch kind of curses under his breath.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Enough of this bullshit. Mini Zypher, can you get out here and talk to this guy?
You summon Mini Zypher, and he does not appear.
Son of a...
The dragon looks over at... Hang on. The dragon looks over at you, Rain, sees you and Augie, That drow fool has no power in this realm now, little tiefling. Understand this. I am Lord and Master here.
In this one little room? Kind of sad.
I may only have one little room, as you call it, but I have access to more of this realm than that pathetic fool realizes. I have minions to do my work for me. And that, well, truly that is what makes a dragon great.
Okay. Fuck it. I am going to.
I think Brutus is gonna come up and say something to you,
Yeah.
Captain.
What was Brutus? Sorry. Go ahead, Brutus.
Brutus comes up and kind of quietly he says, "Captain,
Eh.
the rest of you were too important. If there needs to be a sacrifice, I think it should be me."
As wonderful as that idea is, you're part of the crew, and we leave no crew behind. And Scratch is going to do something that he doesn't want to do. I'm going to pull out my last death charge. And as I hurl it at the dragon's large head, I'm going to give out a draconic cry.
Okay.
And here comes the catapult of the death charge for you. Catapult death charge.
That's got a dex. All right. Ignore that. That wasn't supposed to happen. Yes, Scratch, you hit this thing square on the nose.
Okay. Yep. And yeah. You guys heard the cry. And the explosion.
Lachlan's going to cast Polymorph on Brutus with the intention of turning him into a T-Rex.
I think we need initiative order first.
Boy.
Oh god. I'm gonna throw up.
Is this Kyria saying this or is this RJ saying
This is RJ saying this.
Big Dargan.
So
It's fine. It's gonna be fine.
every one of you will have advantage on this first attack against the dragon. Just so you know.
Was he within 10 feet of you when you made the cry? Because I thought you were closer. I thought you were over here when you made that cry. And that would put him 15 feet away.
Oh well. Okay.
You said that his head was real close to him, so.
Yeah.
He
there was that.
He had turned and looked over at you, Rain, and then had kind of resettled back.
True.
He didn't keep his head right next to Scratch.
Okay. That's fine, but still. Big boom. That's 90, 106.
Yes, I gotta clean up turn order real quick. It didn't clear out from last round, despite the fact
And
that I cleared it out.
That's my last death charge. And I don't have enough stuff to make another one for a while. I'm also right in front of it.
You are directly in front of it, yes.
Oh.
Give me just a second here. None of the initiatives from last round cleared out, so I'm gonna just gotta clean them out real quick. Because Roll20 hates me.
I see them on my end.
Yeah, I just finished clearing them out, so. Yes, we are now in combat, and yes, Masaru, it is your turn, having just watched your captain lob this death charge at this dragon who has now reared up and has completely shaken off the gold and is now very angry.
Seeing that we need to kill this thing as fast as possible, Yurei is going to channel his blade to cast haste on himself.
Okay.
And since we have advantage, what's the range on you? Oh, it's actually within range. It's gonna take 10, 15. Channel his prosthesis for advantage. Does a 21 hit?
Yes, a 21 hits.
Ooh. This thing is so that's a total of 29 magical slashing damage. Because since he used his action,
Gucci.
15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to use his bonus action to kind of, don't remember I'm here, please. Oof. And that will end his turn.
Yeah, so you don't sneak.
Yeah.
You say out loud, forget I'm here!
Probably something more of a, fuck, we're really doing this, aren't we?
Something like that.
So yeah, my turn is over.
Salt.
Okay. Salt is going to lift up the caster arm that he has been installed with, and using the barrage spell stored in the ring, is going to activate the amplify spell ability of the caster arm, and we're gonna use 6 to you know what, fuck it, we're gonna use 8 charges. No, yeah, 8 charges to take it up to a level 6 barrage spell.
Very good.
So conjure barrage at... Where's the... It's not giving me the option for the thing. Hold on. Gotta reload Roll20. Because it wants to be difficult.
It's not duo gaming if we don't have technical issues.
Alright. Wait. Why? Sorry. Stand by.
The dragon pulls out a pack of cards and starts playing solitaire as he's waiting for Salt to attack him.
Okay. Because the barrage spell was cast into the ring by Scratch, I have to cast the spell from Scratch.
Makes sense.
Why won't it let me cast the spell? It is an attack. Wait. Oh, never mind. It doesn't have an upscale cast. But yeah, anyway, we'll do that.
Another
There's-
player can't hit show description.
Yeah, there's no upscale cast.
Okay, so you're just gonna hit him with barrage?
Yep. That's the plan.
Okay. What damage type is that?
It's force damage. Or physical damage, sorry. It would...
Okay.
Since it comes from Scratch, it would probably be piercing what the pistol does?
Okay. That's what I thought. I figured we'd do it as pistol. So I don't remember if you've used this one yet or not, so I wanted to make sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Perfect.
And... do I have... Yep, that's all I got for the moment. Other than picking up Scratch and running this way. 1, 2, 3,
Excellent.
4, 5, 6. There.
Excellent.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, Carius, you now have a very angry black dragon
Wait,
staring at your party.
Did you roll damage on that?
Yeah, it was 16.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Come on, Roll20. What are you doing? Alright. I am going to move. As soon as Roll20 wants to work for me. Okay, I think I can move now. Nope, everything's frozen for me. Sorry.
Can always try to just refresh Roll20.
It's been acting up today.
I don't know if it's Roll20 or if it's my internet. It's just everything's going really slow.
I mean, if you randomly cut out and disappear, we'll have our answer.
Roll20 tends to slow down the longer it's active.
I think that's all I'm going to be able to do because I have dark vision on and he is... Oh no, he's in my range, isn't he?
You're a ranger, I hope so.
No, I meant to be able to see him. It looks very dark on my screen, so I can't tell if that's... But dark vision goes 60 feet, right?
Yeah. So there is very, very little light. You guys are pretty much in darkness in this fight, but you have dark vision so you can see him.
Hold on, I'll turn on. Yeah, you've got your... Yeah. If you can see it on your screen, that means you can see it.
I can, but it looks like it's almost invisible. Like, you know, when you're starting a new game and it says, adjust the brightness until this is just visible. That's what it looks like, so.
Yep.
All right, well, I also am going to cast Conjure Barrage.
Excellent.
He has to make a DC save of 16, and of course he does.
All right, but it looks like he still takes half damage, so go ahead and roll your damage. All right, and
For the
Scratch and
7
Kyrios,
damage.
both of you have noticed these attacks don't seem to be doing as much as you expect them to do.
Yeah, it's non-magical.
Wait, it's a magic spell. How is that non-magical?
Oh, it's magical damage, but it still doesn't seem to be doing as much damage as you thought it would. And Scratch, even your bombs, you heard it, but you didn't hurt it as much as you expected to.
All right, well, that is my turn.
Noticing this, Scratch may shout out as he's being carried. Close the rift!
Alright. Brutus. You have all heard Scratch shout out, close the rift.
Well, Brutus can't actually see the dragon.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have night vision.
Yeah.
Rip.
That's wonderful.
So he's gonna take position here, and he's going to use the dodge action. Whilst having a defensive stance again, so that the dragon won't be able to approach the captain.
Oh, best boy.
Knowing that there's some sort of danger over here, but not being able to see it. And that's the end of Brutus's turn.
Right. Augie.
Where did you say the rift magic was?
Me or the captain?
You, when I did
Okay.
my perception.
Yes, you would have felt it all the way at the back of the room, behind the massive gold pile, behind the large pillar.
So like here-ish area?
Yeah, in that area.
Alright, I guess I'm using my turn to do some running.
Hey DM, when Augie's done, can I ask a question?
Sure, you can even ask another one.
And I'm gonna use my action to dash over to the rift and get prepared to close it.
All right. As you approach the rift, you can feel this extraplanar magic, and you can feel it kind of buffering against you. and you can feel that this leads to a realm of darkness and evil, and not any of the supposedly nice planes, but this, whatever is in here, if it gets out, it's bad.
Okay. Noted.
All right, yes, Kyrie, do you have a question?
Can we do, and if you don't want to, I totally understand, but can we do some wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff, and say that I bonus actioned Hunter's Mark? And we'll say I did it after, so we don't have to change the damage or anything, but after my attack, can I remember that I have that spell?
Roll me a D100.
Let the dice decide.
Nice.
Nice.
I gotta give it to you after that.
Nice.
That's a nice roll. I gotta give it to you. Yes. You, as you heard Scratch yelling for the closing the portal, you kind of had this moment of, oh shit, I can do that. And yes, I will let you cast Hunter's Mark.
Thank you.
Big red arrow appears above its head, bouncing.
You all see text flash above the dragon's head. Objective: survive.
Kyrius would have got my joke.
Oh my god, it's great. All right, Augie, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm in danger.
Are in danger. So the dragon, now in pain, having shaken off this gold that it was under, swings its head around looking for you, Scratch. And it sees Brutus and sees Kyrius and Salt and sees you all in this area. And it roars out to you. And it so it's gonna come up, unfortunately, to Brutus first. Sorry, buddy. And it is
Just in
going...
case, I'm gonna do this as a reminder.
And it is going to multi-attack. It's going to bite.
Mm-hmm.
It's 25.
That's a hit.
That is 16.
For 16 plus
24 total.
Oh, no frightful presence.
And then, seeing that you're not down yet, Brutus, it's going to attack again.
8. Mm-hmm. Miss.
Okay.
Ooh, he dodged the dragon.
Yeah, so you managed to, it bit down at you.
Oh,
and
wait. The first one was a 19, sorry. It was still a hit, yeah.
Yeah. He
Because
took
I
the
used
dodge
the dodge
action.
action. He has disadvantage.
Yes, correct. Still hit though, but yes. Hooray. But
Hooray.
yes. Hey, I'm trying to kill you guys. That's my job as your DM.
Okay.
So yes, you managed to dodge him the first one. And he's going to claw again, just because you happen to be convenient and are annoying.
That's a hit. For minus 13.
Yep.
Brutus, does he have anything else?
Yes.
Okay.
He's going to bonus action hide. Don't mind me. He's
Does it
going
say that the dragon is hiding?
Yes.
How?
Dim light,
Hiding.
dim light or darkness allows the dragon to hide using a bonus action.
It still has to move out of my line of sight.
there's a big old gold pile right behind him.
Oh, true. Oh, he's diving in? Okay. Got it.
Gonna Scrooge McDuck it.
Oh, you beat me to it.
So, just to be clear, he's moving away from Brutus as he is attempting to hide.
He will be, yes.
Attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Oh, and Brutus can still see him because that is Brutus's passive.
Okay, you miss though.
Yeah, that's fine.
And so the dragon now dives back into the gold pile. It is now hidden.
Hmm.
And that will be his turn. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Okay. Okay. It's in the gold pile, right?
Yep.
So if I'm gonna aim something in this general direction, in the big gold pile where I just saw it go in,
Okay.
to help everybody else, because it's still kind of dark in here. Going to
It
use
is quite dark in here.
another charge catapult and launch my alchemist fire charge.
Okay. He fails his save, so he takes.
To forget the repeating shot, that's not there.
Okay, perfect.
But he'll continue to take that 5d6 until he extinguishes the flames, and all that gold is going to be on fire, producing light.
Right.
Woo, I can see.
You're welcome.
Scratch, you're not quite able to tell how much damage it's taking, just because you can't see the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, there are bits of fire on the gold now.
Good. That was the whole point. And I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 this way. And do I have a bonus action that's worth using? Just get rid of that spell slot. And no, I think that's it. Yep, that's all for me right now.
Okay. Lachlan, it is your turn.
Brutus is turning into a T-Rex.
Okay.
So that's a polymorph at a 5th level.
What's your verbal?
I shout out, oh, this is a wizard spell. So I shout out, I'm kind of a chaotic wizard. Fuck you, dragon, have a T-Rex.
You say that for every polymorph cast?
No.
That's a very specific cast.
Because of my book, I can adjust the way that I cast spells. So,
I just like to think that that's your cast for all polymorph. Is just fuck you, dragon, have a T-Rex, and then you turn into like a snake. It's very specific cast. You're not sure where you got it from, but yes, wizards can adjust.
Excellent. Can I have the ability to see through the T-Rex's eyes, please?
Oh, the T-Rex doesn't have vision.
Also, I need to be able to control the T-Rex.
You already can.
No, I can't.
You should be able to. Try it now.
Now I can. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I don't think you'd be able to see through the T-Rex's eyes, though.
No, but Brutus would be able to see.
Yeah, fair enough. Yes, now Brutus can see.
And I don't have a bonus action, so that is the end of my turn.
Alright, Rain.
Rain is going to sacrifice her turn to cast a ritual.
Okay. What are we thinking?
There's much chanting in infernal and little sparks flying around.
Okay. Are you doing the thing?
Yes, I'm doing the thing.
Excellent. Very good.
This guy wants to brag about how powerful he is. I'll show him some fucking power.
Love it. Yes, everyone would be able to hear the infernal chanting and see the sparks of red fire magic.
It kind of echoes.
It's very dramatic. Yes, that'll be your turn. So, Halstrom.
Halstrom's going to move up. Order this thing to move over here.
You do not see a dragon.
Even with a passive of 18.
You know he's there, but you don't. Like you know he's there, but you can't specifically see him because he is buried under the gold.
Okay.
Everyone knows he's there. That's the only place he can hide.
Exactly.
And everything's on fire, by the way.
Yes.
In that case, since he has cover, that's supposed to be Halstrom. Sacred Flame. Noah would benefit from cover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, target you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case,
In that case.
we're gonna do a Hail Mary guiding bolt.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to hit him. You kind of you send out the guiding bolt and you blast a hole into the gold where you can now see him.
Cool, we are casting that second.
What's your verbal?
Omnissiah, guide this guiding light to strike true.
You always have the best verbals.
He really does. Yes. And you managed to hit this dragon. And
Cool.
as you hit this dragon, Scratch and Kyrius both roll me perception. You both notice that this attack hit with full strength, and it did a good chunk of damage. He's hurt, and he's not, dying, but this attack seemed to do more comparative damage than your attacks did.
Okay.
And with my bonus action, we will command the Force Ballista to strike with advantage against it, since it has the guiding bolt.
Okay,
25.
that's a hit.
Minimum damage, baby! Oh yeah!
It sends out like a little ping. It hurts, but
A little pew!
yeah, it shoots out like one bullet and just kind of pew! But 2 damage is better than no damage. We're very proud of the Force Ballista. It's trying.
It is trying its best, unfortunately. We needed to do better. That ends my turn.
All right, Yurei.
Cool. 5, 10, 15, 20. We're going to... Since I have 2 actions... Don't have that or that. 29.
You hit.
I don't think a 16 hits.
16 does not.
But we're gonna follow that up with a chasing slice.
Okay.
15 and slash at its basically its hind leg.
Okay. Give me a hit. Yes, you hit.
Gonna bonus action dash. And we'll end there.
Right. Salt.
Oh. There is not much. Yeah, we're just gonna move over here. Protect Scratch, because I have not given Salt any ranged attack abilities yet. It is all melee. And that'll be the end of Salt. Salt will take the help action on Scratch. Scratch has a plan.
Uh-oh.
That's the end of Salt's turn.
All right, Kyrius, Ranger of Rangers.
Is he still under? Is it still under the gold?
Yes, it is still under the gold.
Pokes him out.
Not sure how. By the way, correction to something I said earlier, Conjure Barrage is actually non-magical damage. Despite it being a spell for some reason. It says 3d8 non-magical.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, shoot. I am going to hold my action for when he reappears, if that's okay.
I suppose I can allow you to hold your action as is defined by the rules of Dungeons and Dragons. I guess.
And so when he comes out of hiding, that will trigger my 2 attacks with my longbow. And that's what I'll do for now.
Is it Brucius Rex's turn?
Well, Kyrius was attacking it with his longbow, so.
Oh, but I'm holding that action though.
Oh, okay, that's the action that you're holding. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold that action, and then when I see it, I'm gonna release the 2 shots.
Okay.
So I would be correct in saying that because I have disadvantage because he's hidden, but advantage because of guiding bolt, it's a straight attack.
Yes.
There's no advantage from guiding bolt because the little robot used it.
Yeah, it's on the next attack instead of a duration.
It's a one-time only.
Sadly.
And the ballista went right after Hellstrom, so.
Yeah, the next attack. You're right.
Oh,
You're
that's
right.
fine. Brucius Rex is going to attempt to do a grapple. I can't use the bite attack grapple because it's not medium or smaller, but it's going to be a contested strength. DM? I believe they can use a strength or dexterity save to try and get out of it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's just one problem with that, though.
Make him burn him.
It's
Make
on
him burn
fire.
him.
Legendary
Yes.
resistance.
Yeah.
Burn
That's
those
one.
resistances.
Yep. So you go to grapple the dragon, and not quite able to get Purchase to actually grapple it. It kind of roars out and kind of shakes you off.
Okay.
Hey, you have a multi-attack. You can grapple for each attack.
I don't. I can only use my multi-attack if it's against two different creatures, and I did a grapple check instead of attacking.
Damn. Well, if you have like an extra attack, you can grapple with both attacks. But if it specifically says you have to use certain things, yeah.
Yeah, it's this.
Yeah. Okay.
And it can only use a grapple on its bite. Okay, so that's the end of Brutosaurus Rex's turn.
Very good. So then it will be Augie's turn.
Yes. Now, two things. First, I do have to go after this turn because one, I'm falling asleep, and two, I have to get up very early to go to work.
Sadness.
Much sadness because I never get to fight. So I'm gonna scoot behind this pillar, just out of possible line of sight, and then I'm going to say a prayer to Pelor, and just say, Pelor, please guide me in the closing of this rift and tying the ends of the world back together to prevent darkness from crossing into your light. And then I'm going to take my sun sword and I'm going to thrust it into the portal and focus on closing it.
Excellent.
Don't worry. Sorry, go ahead. I was just saying, don't worry. There'll be plenty of dragon left after the portal's closed.
Augie, go ahead and give me a strength check to keep a grip on your sword as you start to channel magic through it. Yeah, you are.
Oh, excuse me.
You feel kind of the portal pushing back against you, but you're able to double up on your grip, and you're able to jam the blade in even further, and you are channeling the divine light of Pelor into this thing, and you can feel it starting to close.
Yay. That's my turn. Feel free to continue doing that until it's closed. And everyone, I hope you all have a good night.
Sleep well.
Good
Sleep
night,
well.
Good night.
We could finish
Alright.
out the turn order and stop if you wanted to.
I was gonna have to go soon too, so.
When we got to top of our turn order, I was going to say I think I'll channel my inner Doomy here and cut it off mid combat.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured we'd end it at the top of turn order, but at least we'll get through this part. We'll call it so that way we can start nice and fresh next week. But we'll get through this part until you all die. But yes, now the dragon is going to emerge from the gold. It's going to kind of shake everything off, facing off against this T-Rex. It is very, very unhappy. And it is actually going to use its breath attack on Brutosaurus
61
Rex.
necrotic. And that's a dex save?
Correct. 21.
I'm glad I moved.
Yep.
Uh,
Yes.
Whew.
I mean, I can swing it if we want me to, but.
No, thank you.
Oh, good. Okay, so
Yes.
that is minus 61. Is there an additional effect?
Only if you die.
Humanoid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Humanoid only if you
And
die.
technically, it's only a humanoid, so Brutus would also be fine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He doesn't have a soul, according to the necrotic shadows.
The necrotic shadows are very particular, and like they just don't want dog hair and or Tyrannosaurus Rex goo all over their like nice evil shadowy selves. So
But the Tabaxi hair is totally fine.
Tabaxi hair, that is like luxury stuff. But Tibetan Mastiff, I'm sorry, that's too much. It's just too much.
They'd have to be vacuuming for weeks.
The entire rest of their existence would be vacuuming things out of each other.
Kinky.
Oh wait, is it visible
At
now
the end
since
of
it
the
did the
dragon's
breath weapon?
Yes, the dragon has now emerged from the flaming gold and is now visible.
It also takes the damage from the fire that I cast on it. 5d6s.
Mhm.
Okay. Go ahead, Kyrius.
Was
Knock it out.
Lachlan done?
It's still the dragon's turn, but it triggered your
Oh, okay.
attack.
Yeah, so, alright, here we
Yes,
go.
yes. So the dragon is finished. That is the end of its turn. And you hit him both times.
Woohoo! So the first one will have Colossus Slayer damage.
Very good, very good.
And my bow is non-magical, so if that means anything, just so you know.
Yep, don't worry, I'm taking all that into account. Scratch, so as this dragon has emerged, you notice that the fire just kind of seems to be sitting on its scales and not doing anything.
Okay. All right.
Since we are at your turn.
Going to reach into my bag and pull out a small bundle of cloth. And I'm going to take this long cylindrical item in the cloth, and I'm going to throw it with the catapult spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to upcast the catapult spell because I'm out of level 1 spell slots. So we're gonna go to level 2.
Alright, and he fails.
Okay. So my little cylindrical object, does it hit him?
It does in fact hit him.
Yeah, because it's a small object and it's obviously not going to do that much damage. Except
There it is.
that small cylindrical object was one of the metallic crystals.
What?
The small cylindrical object was one of the metallic crystals.
Please stand by. Our DM is loading her response.
You broke her, Doomy.
You just soul trapped the dragon, and she's trying to figure out, with the rules that she gave us, how to get around it.
Oh, I've got a way to get around it.
This is. Did you guys see the second campaign of Critical Role where Matt had planned this whole elaborate naval battle and they got past it? So he just pulls out this paper and rips it in half.
Yep. Tidal wave.
That's what I imagine's happening right now.
It's Jester's muffin all over again.
Right? Yeah. That was the greatest moment, by the way.
I'd like to point out, I described what the item was, and I'm very careful about every time I take out the crystal to put it back in its cloth. And I gave plenty of time to see if it hit or not. You said it hit the dragon, so that means that you didn't use your legendary resistance because it's a tiny, insignificant little thing that's coming at the dragon, right?
Hold, please. Your DM is loading.
I'm not proud of myself.
If it works, I'm proud of you.
Oh, the suspense. And the ire that I feel from across the United States.
I'm very much trying to figure out what I can bullshit here, so just give me a second.
I'm waiting for Molly to come back just very deadpan. All right, so the fight's over. What do you want to do now?
Everyone thinks I just gather a bunch of stuff to keep it in my bags and never use it again. Hold on, I have the perfect thing for this.
Sound of dial-up, because that's currently what's going on in my brain. Can chip in on this. This is so many different layers of homebrew. If it was different circumstances, yes, but this one is so many different layers of homebrew.
Do you want to call it here to give you time to figure out how to respond, and we can pick up next week?
No,
what a cliffhanger!
I think I've figured it out. Scratch, do me a favor.
Huh?
Roll a flat 20.
Heart of the cards, heart of the cards, heart of the cards.
Okay, now roll me a wisdom check. Just a check.
Oh, come on.
Flash of genius.
Might as well, why not? Yeah, make it a 10. It's not.
Okay, so Scratch, you throw this thing at the dragon, and it bounces off him, and for a second, you are connected to the crystal just for an instant, and you hear the dragon screaming in your mind before it abruptly cuts off and the dragon just kind of shakes its head back and forth and just stares at you. And you hear its voice in your mind as it growls out in an ancient form of Draconic. Where did you find that?
Wouldn't you like to know? As I duck behind the pillar. Intern.
Excellent. Great. Wonderful. Doctor, what's your plan? What else are we gonna do?
I
What else
very
you
much-
throw at me?
I very much like that this thing is currently on the ground and is gonna not like being on the ground. It is a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
You hear, "May Pan's light bring you grief," and just spikes shoot out of the gold.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I am going to harness divine power, and I'm gonna get myself, I think third level spell slot.
Is that where you want it?
Yeah, that looks about right.
Okay. And that's wisdom? Or what's the... Or is it
Only
just
to see
damage?
it. He doesn't actually get to make a save against it. If I remember correctly, it's when a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Okay. Roll... Does that one have immediate damage, or is that just a in and out?
No, it's for every 5 feet.
Okay. Alright, anything else?
No, that was my action. My bonus action, actually, I am going to do one more thing. I'm going to hide behind this pillar to give myself at least 3/4 cover.
Alright.
Which gives me +5 to my DC and advantage on my dex save to not be hit by breath weapons.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Rain.
End of my turn.
Alright, Rain finishes up the ritual, and for anyone glancing in her direction, she is suddenly wreathed in flames, and when it clears, she has fiery bat wings extending from her back, a crown of flames, and she's levitating slightly off the ground.
Okay.
And I'm going to flame strike this bitch.
Okay.
Oops, I hit my mic. Sorry about that.
Gasp.
If it'll let me.
Alright, what is your verbal?
Go to hell.
I like it. Alright.
It's not rolling the,
safety.
And that's dexterity for that save.
Yeah, it's just not rolling the damage.
You could do /R 8d4.
Well, it's 4d.
Oh.
It's 4d6 fire damage, 4d6 radiant damage. Oh,
There it goes.
There it goes. All right. So this holy fire rains down on this creature, and Rain, you see the fire is clinging to its scales, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything. But the light, the holy light of the fire, does seem to be injuring it.
Oh, no, see, I'm hoping to melt the pile of gold that it's standing on, too.
Fair enough.
You know, the stuff that's been on fire the whole round?
Yeah.
Both does have a very low melting point.
It is a very soft metal. All right. Anything else?
Nope, but doesn't the dragon need to make a dex save?
He did. He failed. I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I rolled only me for some reason. I thought I had that clicked. Yeah, he rolled an 8. He failed.
Nope, that's my turn.
Right, Halstrom. Round us out for the night.
Let us see what we can do against this foul creature. Seeing how radiant damage seemed to work pretty well against it, we're gonna do one more guiding bolt.
For 3 damage. Yeah, you hit.
Cool. As one more action, we shall have command the ballista to fire. Hopefully he does a little better this time. I believe in you, little guy.
Also, you rolled that as Yurei.
I know.
What was the damage for that?
Let us find out. 18.
Very good.
Force ballista. He do better.
And yes, he does hit.
We're gonna have this thing move there. Halstrom's gonna reposition over here. And that will end his turn.
And I think we will call it for tonight. We will pick up next week with Yurei's next turn.
Sounds like
And
a
whether
plan.
Yurai's probably gonna do some crazy shit.
Let's figure it out, and we'll see whether or not this dragon decides to barbecue Scratch.
How is it looking? Like, does he look hurt?
He's looking hurt. He's not looking like he's not standing on his last legs. He's definitely looking hurt. Like he's got some he's not necessarily bleeding because you guys haven't done a lot of stabbing or like a lot of piercing, but he's got his scales are charred. He's not looking good.
Okay. Is that it then for tonight?
All right.
I think yes, that is for tonight. So that way we can pick up with all of our lovely players, hopefully, next week as well.
Okay.
Fantabulous.
Well, thank you for another wonderful session. And to all of our watchers, make sure you check out all of our socials. Leave a tip down in the jar if you feel like it. Helps us continue to do what we do here. And remember that there are 20 sides to every story. Roll for yours. Have a good night, guys.